Hi there, how are we all doing? I think at times we're all feeling a little bit overwhelmed, which I think is completely understandable in light of the current situation. And I just wanted to go over some techniques that I use with my clients to help to manage anxiety and panic and feelings of overwhelm. So there are lots of different tools and techniques that we can use to help with anxiety. And I like to think of it as sort of having a tool bag full of different sorts of strategies and techniques that we can draw on when we need them. Distraction's a really good technique, so just shifting our focus of attention onto something else can be really useful. Visualising a safe space is also helpful, and that can be somewhere that we have felt safe, or it can be an imagined place, but developing that sense of having somewhere safe we can go to in our mind can be really useful when we're feeling overwhelmed. Positive affirmations or coping statements are also really useful. So it's useful to think of statements that you would like to hear, maybe from somebody, when you feel very stressed, and write them down maybe in a little card so that you can say them to yourself when you're feeling that way. And they might be things like, I can cope, I've been through this before, this is manageable, this will end. They can be different for different people. Mindfulness breathing and mindfulness activities are also really useful, and you can find a lot of information about that online, but we know mindfulness techniques can be really helpful with anxiety and managing it. A useful statement that I often use with clients as well is, I feel, because, and I need. And this helps us to articulate what it is that we're feeling, why we're feeling it, and then what we need to do about it. And that can be really empowering. We can communicate that to others, or we can just use that to inform ourselves about why we're feeling the way we are and how to manage it best. Finally, a really good technique is grounding techniques. So grounding is an effective way to calm anxiety down. Normally we feel anxious about something that we're predicting is going to happen in the future, or because we're ruminating over something that's happened in the past. By focusing on the present moment, we can get a sense of comfort and control, and that can bring us back to the present moment. If we pair that with breathing exercises, that can really help to either prevent a panic attack in the first place, or it can help us to stop a panic attack as it's happening. The most common and effective grounding technique is what we call the 5-4-3-2-1 method. And using that, what we do is we think of our senses. So we think of 5 things that you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. And by doing that, that brings us back to the here and now and helps to calm our bodies down and alleviates some of that distress. And like I said, if you then pair that with some breathing techniques, then you can really start to calm your body down. I hope you find some of these techniques useful in managing things going forward, and take care everybody, and thanks for listening.